He says, there is a study that shows that exposure to Western Church correlates with a breakdown in kinship ties across generations. Have you read the study? Yes, I have read the study. I was pointed towards the study by Survive the Jive. I don't know to what extent we're talking about post hoc ergo propter hoc here. It strikes me that a lot of what's made Europe Europe is probably genetic, and it may be a coincidence that this has happened with the rise of Christianity. Although on the other hand, it could be argued that as a society becomes more advanced, if you look at the research by Aranoranzayan, he has a very interesting model. He shows that as the society becomes more advanced in a sense, kinship becomes a problem. To create a larger polity, you have to increase the size of the group that you regard as your own people. And this means creating a society of strangers as a city, a society in which there will be no obvious reciprocity to a given act, because you might not meet the person ever again, and the person might not be kin in the traditional sense, or he might be only distantly related. And therefore you come up with the idea of a moral God, and that moral God becomes a kind of insurance policy for reciprocity, because you know that person will reciprocate and will act morally because he believes in the same moral God as you. And so this would suppress kinship. It would make kinship less important. It would make bonds with less genetically related people more important. It would allow the society to expand and become bigger.
I just wanted to say something about the Christianity and consanguinity question. Yes, there does seem to be an association there. And yes, it does seem to be the case that the spread of Christianity significantly attenuated the practice of consanguinity, although it might not have had equal effect across different regions. You gave the example of Sardinia. Maybe it wasn't as effective there for local reasons related to heightened parasite stress, perhaps.
Where was that published?
There were quite a few instances of that. Actually, Kevin McDonnell published the first theoretical study, this in 2001, in Politics and Life Sciences. And there's a large paper published in Science which essentially confirmed his model but didn't cite him by Schultz et al.